want them to play so that is clarified. Because if I did poke her eye today, right here and now, I would apologize to her. She even said poking initially because I did this continuously. I didn't do this. Keep that same energy, they will laugh.
Why are you now with this situation?
No, it's fine, I've moved on.
I want to be called twice.
Nah, full stop has to be applied at that point.
When you make statements like, I think, Pluta, I don't know exactly. What's the word?
I heard that I had not achieved, and she had overachieved.
And that's fact. And that's up until now.
You see, common sense wants to come. It's very, very scarce. Safety, prevention better than cure. I'm not going to toss with no animal in the mud.
You did something wrong to me. Incredibly. I cannot believe you started this thing. And Esther, you're joking right now. Issy, there is no way in hell I will use you for content. No way. Kote, John. She was actually a loyal person. But when it comes up to man,
Hey guys, welcome back to yet another exciting video from Deb. Today's video is a review of what went down on day 12 of Big Brother Nigeria reunion show, popularly known as Big Brother reunion show of Pepper Dem Sets. Before we get started, please do well by subscribing to my channel by clicking the red button below and also like this video. Without further ado, let's get started. Ebuka introduced today's episode, saying today's episode was about confrontation and fight. And in today's episode, because Ebuka then goes to play the first clip, which the first clip was the fight that happened while they were back in the house, which was between Tacha, Elozonam, and Diane, with Mercy included, which was the fight that happened when they were having an argument over who forgot the box in the garden. If you remember, yes, they played that clip. On stage, we had Mercy, Tacha, Ike, Omoshola, Frodd, Venita, SEYI, and Diane. And joining on via the video call was Elozonam, Isilomo, and we had Cindy also joining via the online platform. Ebuka then goes on to ask Cindy that, we, the viewers, could see that everything was Cindy. It was Cindy that forgot the box, but the housemate had no idea who forgot the box, and all the attention went to Elozonam and Diane. Now, Ebuka asked Cindy why, you caused the problem and nobody got to talk about you. And Cindy replied saying she actually wished that they had played the tape where she was saying I was the one that forgot the box, where she was telling them that it was not Diane and Elozonam fault, but it was her. But apparently there is no tape and nobody had us saying all of that. Ebuka then goes to ask Elozonam if he had when Cindy was saying she was the one that forgot the box. But Elozonam says Cindy has a low voice, so perhaps she was saying that and they just didn't hear. Ebuka then asked Tacha as to why she had it all out for Elozonam and Diane, that it seemed she had an issue with them because the way she went all out for them that day. Then Tacha replied saying that the reason why she took the issue personal was because she was afraid of the punishment that Biggie said was going to come if they forget the box, and so she really was scared of Biggie punishment, and that was why she reached that night. Then Diane goes to explain that it was after she had gotten into the house, she remembered she forgot the box, and immediately she ran to go get it. She saw that the garden was locked, and then she went on saying, oh, like anybody could have forgotten it, well, except for perfectionists, which my mother was like, okay, we know we are referring to, but go on, sis, go on. And she explained that the reason she was angry that night because of Tacha just went on and was going at it, and she was so angry that, okay, even if you are pissed, everybody's pissed. Like the box was not just for you, it's for everybody. If there's any punishment that it will come on anybody, and it will even come on her because she forgot the box. So she didn't understand why Tacha was really going at it during that day. Diane then went ahead to say that she had pointed at Tacha, but Tacha went ahead to say that she touched her in the eye or something thereabout, and then she won't mind if Big Brother please play the clip so that they can know if she actually did poke Tacha in the face or it was just a point. Sees that she did poke Tacha eye in the face, she would actually apologize to Tacha immediately right there. The clip was played and Tasha was asked about what happened. Tasha then said she would keep using the word punch. And I'm like, okay, this is another English word added to this situation. And Tasha said, yes, she was punched. And Diane was like, no, like from the clip, she did not touch Tacha's face. She only pointed at Tacha. But from the clip, we could see that when Elozuna was carrying her, perhaps by mistake, her hand had touched Tacha's face. It couldn't be the word punch as Tacha is claiming or as she was using it. But, her hand could, when Elozuna had carried her hand could have flung and touched Tacha in the face. We just don't know. But yeah, Diane still went ahead that if she actually did touch, she would punch or poke Tacha with whatever what she's using, she would have apologized. But yeah, we after seeing the clip, nobody we was not assumed if it was a punch or a push or a point or whatever, and no apology. Then moving on, Ebuka plays the second clip, and the second clip is on Tasha and SEYI, where we are seeing when they were all friends, where they were all together and all of that, and then when the fight actually started, and also clip of the eviction night that happened where Tasha had told SEYI that they had exchanged certain words. Oh no, there was no exchange actually. Tasha had said certain insert words to SEYI. That was also played. But if the clip is being played and SEYI then goes on to explain what happened, that he was so confused with how Tasha was behaving, that it started off them being friends, them being cool, and all of a sudden Tasha is going off at him that she would today want to shout, tomorrow she's cool. And then there was a time he was thinking, oh, perhaps it's a time of the month, like but he noticed that it was so constant, and it was like it couldn't be a time of the month every of the week, that this isn't it and all, and he couldn't withstand everything because show some school fees here, like, which means did she pay his school fees and all, which actually I don't know how that got into the sentence, but he did say that. Then he then went on saying, oh, Tasha wants to be respected or treated in a way that she cannot reciprocate back to the next person, and all that he did respect her, but Tasha never respected him, and it was a one-sided friendship, and so he decided today is day she should day a day. Then SEYI had also explained when one of the day Tasha had gone at him, and just because they were having a conversation and he had said something about, oh, the friend, which he was referring to Sadi at the moment, but Tasha had gone, oh, who said he's my friend? Oh, who said he's my friend? Oh, who said this? And he was so surprised because he legit saw when she cried when Sadi left, and so here she is saying Sadi is not her friend, or who said Sadi is her friend. Like, he was so confused, and then she just went off at him just for that discussion, which he didn't feel he warranted, that like he hadn't called her name, he hadn't said anything bad towards her and all, and she had gone on of him. So he was like, see, there have to be full stop has to be applied at this moment, so he had to just take his distance. When Tasha was asked to explain a side of the story, honestly, I felt she rambled on and said unnecessary things. Now, she went ahead saying stuff about how she had called her a name, called her, I think she said Pluto, which like meant prostitute or something. At this point, even when she was asking what the word was, like none of the housemates were ready to, jump in and help her with the word. Everybody just carried face, and then she was like, oh, she would try and remember it, but I can't even remember if such words were said. But at that moment, that was not the question that was asked. Ebuka had asked, oh, what happened, like before she started changing towards you must have consistently be doing something, and what do you have to say about that? And then she went ahead saying she didn't know what she had done for him for it to use that word at her, that she remembered she had defended SEYI like how many times, like she even got a strike because she was defending SEYI and all that. And then SEYI responded saying, once beaten, twice shy. SEYI had also talked about how friendship and respect goes hand in hand, and that you cannot sit there and be contradicting yourself. He also said if she was willing to share something about a past with him, then that means there was a level of respect she had given to him, and that why then does she then switch up all on him just because she feels she can shout more than him? And that even when he tried to decide to give a definition to a character, he was told that it was not achieved and she has overachieved. Then Tasha goes on and says, yes, that's facts. Up until now, guys, I shock. I say, whoa. See, it's like I actually thought you've matured, like I actually thought you've grown, because what you keep saying in other episode, like, is this all script? Like, are you all a scripted person? You still have that belief that still all saying, like, you've still not learned from what you said during the time in the house. You still think it's still right for you to say it even up until now. Then that means you haven't grown. Like, somebody had me up quick. Like, I just don't understand. I just don't understand. And then she then replies saying, well, that's the thing about people that think they are sheets. They go down the drain. And says, this isn't even about you, though. And am I supposed to stay here and start bragging with you and say, oh, I am this, I am that? Then she then stops and like, you know what? You see, common sense is not common. Guys, he enter when he say common sense is not common. I say, oh, I actually laughed. He was like, yeah, you see, common sense is not common. It is very scarce. It was so funny. Then he said, if you don't understand the meaning of respect, shut up. Don't say because you had it in a gang song or in a rap song. Find the actual dictionary meaning of that word and apply it to life. Then Ebuka then asked about, if they were going to ever amend their relationship, and she replied saying, no, I have burnt the side of my ship and I've buried it on an island that I don't even know where it is. It is because prevention is better than cure. And I get you. And he goes on saying, I'm not going to tussle with no animal in the mud. Guys, I say when the animal, what is animal in this matter? Then Ebuka also had asked Tasha if the feeling was mutual, and Tasha replied saying, we are not enemy, either we are no friends. Later, we saw that the set changed where she then left and Avala was brought in, and also on the online platform we had Isilomo joining in. Ebuka then asked Avala about that he had read that between Avala and Isilomo there were bad blood, and Avala should explain. Avala goes on and starts explaining as to, oh, I protect my space, and when I don't feel safe I just run, and I don't like getting out of character. And why she starts explaining, Isilomo brought out her phone and she's typing. I'm like, oh yeah, sister, you did not know you were going to type or you are going to type. But it's when Avala is speaking, you want to type. Okay, type away. No, type away. Then Avala continues saying that, they had one issue one night where instead of Isilomo to have her back, Isilomo did not have her back, and Isilomo joined the other person to attack her. And then the person Isilomo had joined to attack her was somebody that Isilomo met through her. And so she was really confused as to where the loyalty of Isilomo lies, either with her or to the person, or if Isilomo was even loyal to her. Avala also goes on to explain that she felt disrespected and she couldn't trust Isilomo any longer. Ebuka then said, okay, have they talked things out and all? Then Avala was like, no, she had tried, like they had met in several occasions whereby Isilomo still hasn't, apologized or come out to talk about it with her. That for instance, they had met during Kim's birthday, but Isilomo did not speak about anything to her, and that has been it. Isilomo then goes on to explain herself, saying she's offended that Avala says they are no longer friends, and then she goes on to say that what conspired between both of them is something unrelated to Big Brother, and she doesn't think it should be mentioned. Even though Ebuka tried to get the tea from Isilomo, but Isilomo was like, yeah, it's nobody's business. I said, okay, auntie, give all of us a laugh, but here we go, listening to what caused people's fights. Then she goes on explaining that yes, the incident that happened, that she did not defend Avala because Avala was on the wrong, and all she just said to Avala was Avala should calm down, Avala should take it easy, that yes, there were some few liquids that were spilled and all, but she was on the right and she was just saying Avala to calm down. And how is this not translating to her not being loyal to Avala? And she also goes on to explain the fact that, even after they got evicted, she was showing love and support to Avala. She was always in all Avala's events and all that. So how is her not being loyal to Avala? Isilomo then goes on to say, "Oh, can't I be your friend and tell you when you are out of place or puts or corrects you and all that?" And then she goes on to, "How do you then say I'm not loyal?" Then Avala was like, "Isilomo, you were not loyal." Then I will have back and forth. Who is loyal? Who is not loyal? Avala is like, "No, you were not loyal." Isilomo is like, "How am I not loyal? And I was loyal." "No, you were not loyal." Then Avala was like, "Why not just apologize and let's move on? I decided not to say everything for a reason because I don't want people to look at it in a certain way and or just apologize and let's keep moving on." In my mind, I was like, "Sister, please say it because just say it. Just say it. Let the ground be full." But Avala did not say it. And when we finally heard sorry from Isilomo, she was like, "I'm sorry, Avala, I didn't do anything wrong." I'm like, "Oh wow, that's an apology." But yeah, she was like, "I'm sorry, Avala, I didn't do anything wrong, so I don't owe you an apology." I'm like, "Oh yeah, we are back to it again." Then Islomo goes on saying that if Avala was really upset about what had happened, they should have had a conversation before the show and not on the show. She's then putting Isilomo on the blast and going on after her that is she using her for. And then Isilomo goes on that she can't believe that Avala is bringing this matter up here and now, that she can't just believe it, and that by the way she's done, she's no longer talking about the matter. She's done. And Avala was like, "I can't believe this. I can't believe this." Then Avala just keep quiet that she's not just going to say anything about it. Then Ebuka goes like, "Oh, okay. But anyways, people are fighting, but we still don't even know the tease or the gist about it." And Ebuka goes on to ask other housemates if anybody knows what was causing the conflict. But apparently nobody's ready to speak up. I don't know if any of the housemates know, but nobody is speaking up about it. So they are leaving all of us stranded and leaving us out of these gists. Then Ebuka then asked her if it was just that one thing that had caused the issue between Avala and Isilomo. Avala goes on to say that no, it's a build up, that things had been happening. And then Isilomo interjects immediately and say, "Oh, you didn't let me know. Like we could have discussed about it. If have told me and I would have apologized and moved on past it, that you didn't say anything and all." And Isilomo like, "You know what, is actually nobody's business. This is between our friendship and all." Then then she starts saying, "You're acting like a child." Then Afala is like, Nobody's acting like a child, Isilomo, nobody's acting like a child." And Isilomo goes by saying, "Oh, you want to assassinate my character on national TV?" Avala replies by saying, "Nobody's assassinating anything. If I start talking about this, I will kill it." And I'm like, "Sister, kill it already. Kill it already. All these parable people are doing up and down, this proverbic fight, or what are we gonna call it? I'm not understanding. Just kill it and let's be done." Then Isilomo says something that, "Oh, except you are trying to use me for content," which Avala replies. I'm like, "Oh, Isilomo, it's not even possible. I won't use you for content. Kojo, it's not even it. It can't be it. It can't be it. It can't just be it. I can't use you for content." And Avala goes on and says, "Me with you, never," which means me and you, never. Avala goes on to say all she does is to mind her business and face her also. But with just Issy, it's just a lot. Issy relationship with Issy is just a lot, and she can't undo it. Then Isilomo went on saying, "Oh, you want to come and embarrass me on national TV?" Then Avala was like, "What do you mean embarrass? Like we had an issue. I didn't want to embarrass you. If I'd come now to explain what the issue is, then that's me embarrassing you." Isilomo had then gone to remind us about how, the issue that happened in Enugu between her and Ella, how she was defending Avala, which it had nothing to even do with her, Isilomo. But yeah, she went all out and was defending Avala. Then Avala goes on to, enlighten us on that particular matter, saying, "Oh yes, the Easter block fight that happened between Isilomo and Ella happened because they were fighting over her. That was because they were fighting over her." I'm like, "Okay, sister precious." They were fighting over you. That's good to know. Then Avala goes on to say she thought Isilomo was a nice person. She thought Isilomo was loyal to her when that happened, but that when it came to man, that was just a total vibe, and that was a different vibe. And Ebuka was like, "Oh, okay, so that's what happened. The fight is because of man." And everybody's smiling. I'm like, wow. And so when she said it, Ebuka was like, oh, okay, now this makes sense. Because he was wondering how one incident was really powerful to have end a friendship between them. But now he understands. And even Omoshola made a, slight remark. And yeah, he felt like, okay, it's man that caused the fight between both of you that ends this friendship. Only God knows what that man have done. You guys, men, everywhere, men ended his friendship. Oh my days. Oh my God. Luka then goes on to ask Avala if there's gonna be any resolution between herself and Isilomo. By the way, at this point, Isilomo had ended the call and she was out. But Avala was like, well, before she could have thought there could have been something, but with tonight, with the way she had responded that it's a no, it's a dead end, there's nothing there any longer, she's no longer there, there's nothing to be resolved between them and all that. Then Ebuka just try to wrap things up saying, okay, like, I'm not saying you guys should be friends, but let there just be a resolution, and or let people talk about whatever is they're having, or grudges or anything they held in their mind, to speak it out and all that. And yeah, that was how they ended today's episode, guys. That was how they ended it too. That's how they ended it. Isilomo left us hanging. Anyway, guys, that's the end of today's episode. Please remember to subscribe for more content. Please remember to click the subscribe button. Remember to like this video. Please drop your comments. Please do drop your comments. Thank you so very much. Thank you for watching. Until my next video, stay blessed.